Now that's cute. Restream is having a 50% off sale. That's cute. Why the fuck would I ever spend money to be able to list more channels? I don't even use all the channels that I have. You know what I'm saying? I don't even have Discord attached to my Restream anymore. Because it's just pointless. You know? Now I let Streamlabs takes care of first time viewers and shit like that. So I mean, if anything, I literally subtracted some shit. Why the fuck would I pay Restream more to add more channels? What's even funnier about that shit is, well, I didn't say funnier, but would be more advantageous. Instead of bundling all of your channels, all of the HD, all of everything that you have into one package and making somebody pay a ridiculous amount of that shit monthly for that monthly, why not just offer a package with that 50% off deal or 25 or however fucking much you want, just to let us upgrade from HD or 720p to 1080p or 4K or some other shit. I would be more apt to pay for just the shit that I need instead of all the extra shit. It's like cable. You want cable, phone, internet, all of this other shit, you can pay 300 bucks a month for this shit. Or I could just pay for internet and it's gonna cost 100 bucks. But it's like, today with internet you can do everything. You can make phone calls, watch television, all of that other bullshit with just the internet alone. I can't believe I've done that. I had him beat and then I ended up side flipping. He's passing it. I have to cut that. Fake that. Goes right to my teammate. Teammate got bumped. They get a goal. They were triple committed. That's unfortunate. Because as that went through, if he would have picked that up appropriately and not just scooped it out, or let his teammate in goal get it, possibly, we could have gotten a breakaway play and a free goal there. No reason for us to lose that. It's a classic example of somebody being in a position that they don't very well know how to play. You can't play the position well. Try not to put yourself in that position. That's a weird turn, but alright. I'm surprised he didn't just shoot that straight into our net. He has no aerial control. His teammate popped him out there at the end, so they're probably going to get another goal there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, teammate took his ball cam off to grab boost in that corner and wasn't paying attention. By the time he turned his ball cam back on, the ball was already past. Good demo, dumbass. Don't know why people do that shit and go for a fucking demo. I wanted to pinch that. Why did he wait for me to shoot it to try to challenge that? Honestly, if I would have had any boost, I'd have just netted that. Well, fuck it. I fucked up my half flip twice there. Because I had no speed. I should have just literally just drove backwards at that point. And I can tell you the reason why I fucked it up too. Because I've been practicing speed flip clears. So when I was trying to half flip there, I kept basically fucking up a speed flip. Because my brain was saying half flip, so I wasn't canceling appropriately. And I wasn't actually half flip, well, the flip part. I wasn't getting that shit. Well, that's unfortunate. And his teammate's going all the way back to the wall instead of just sending it. That's how we lose goals. If that guy was smart, he would have went wide and scored net. They both just left a clean hole in the middle for that guy to basically push. If he hadn't hit it away from himself, that'd have been goal. Well, that sucks. I thought it was on target, and then at the last second I noticed it wasn't. Fake this. Doesn't matter. Teammates driving backwards. That's not a good sign. That guy's just gonna leave me to my own devices, apparently. I bumped him, but alright. That's in. And there's another one. Apparently, if there's any type of defense involved, none of us are gonna be able to save that shit, because he just ponzied that shit and then jumped into the air randomly instead of trying to at least follow what's going on. So I'm nowhere near 100% today. So I think I'm starting to get sick and shit. And not in the way you think it is. So I'm nowhere near where I'm supposed to be. Like that. That should have just been a basic air dribble. Couldn't get that demo. I would have liked to have had that extra space. You just passed it right back to where they just went back. I'm surprised none of them turned and literally just scored net there. I'm not at 100%, y'all. I need y'all to pick up some of your own slack. I can put about 33% down. That's about all you're getting out of me today. Yeah, and my teammate's just kind of coasting in front of me. He needed to be out and in front of me so I could pass it. You know how awkward it is when you're right beside me. Wish you hadn't. At least you fixed it. That's a dumb shot, but good fucking redirect. And no, he wasn't passing to his teammate. He was just straight up shooting it. You can look. He was just shooting it. His teammate covered that very nicely. Could have made this play a lot better if he would have actually put it to where his teammate could just shoot that in. That guy's lack of positioning keeps saving his ass. I have noticed that. Don't know why teammate didn't continue forward. Now we're in kind of a pickle. Don't know why he cut across field. There's one back. This is all we needed to do from the start, is just make team plays and pass when they triple committed. There you go. That's all we needed to do from the start. Not like they're super fucking good or anything. They're fucking idiots. They aren't playing that well. We just couldn't figure our shit out. It's not even holding back. We just couldn't figure our shit out. No way in hell you're grabbing that, brother. Pinch it. What are you doing? Why didn't you pinch that in with me? Why are you turning away? I literally took that clean across his car. All he had to do was just hold the drive button in. He would have pinched it with my car. It would have went zoom over in the top left corner. Instead, he faked it and turned away from me. How do you know to go for those? If your teammate's going full boost and the ball is like this, there's no way for them to get that ball on top of their car. None. They are behind the ball, pushing that shit. There's no way to get this on top of their car. At all. That's when you go for pinches, because if you go for a pinch, it's going to pinch off of your car and off of their car. That's fine, just let him take it. He was going to hit it right into my shit. Now look where we're at. Now we're bumping and fucking trying to demo and shit. because somebody overcommitted. Sad thing is I went on a 5-game win streak against all of these people earlier. Didn't lose a single match. Get back on this shit and stream, and it's all gone to hell. Gotcha, bitch. Don't know about that one, Chief. You see you had a guy in front of you. Why are you trying to push that literally to his car? You had so much space to play that. Like that. That's not playing that. Fake it. Pick that up. Beautiful. He pre-jump. Go fast. Just pop it off wall. Beautiful. That's a bad pass. Try to fix it. There we go. Yes, you need to be fast, but you don't need to be sloppy. Hit it up. That's fun. If it pulls them forward, even better. Mm-hmm. He's probably going to turn because he's stupid. That's free. Nobody was up on the other side, though. We could have continued that play and got a 1v2. That's a damn shame. Okay. Thank you for the free clear, because I had no boost. If he would have just didn't jump, we would have been completely screwed. Like this. Close. Didn't think you had it in you. I wish you'd let me pick that up. They all went back. I don't think I can save this. Try something like that. Oh, they didn't push up. What? They had me dead to rights, and they didn't push that advantage. Turn! 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 Where are you going? We're in a play. Why are you going for big boost? That annoys the absolute hell out of me, brother. I can't follow it. I don't even know why I put it up that high. Damn, I wanted that boost. I should have went for the boost over the ball. Honestly, if I planned to go for it, I should have just committed. Really? We go for a flip reset here? You had the man beat. Just touch the shit into his damn net. Can't score it. Tried to get it off gently so he could come up and score it, but he never even attempted to come up, so I wasted my time and efforts. Don't know what I can do with that. They can't do anything with it, so whatever. That's risky as fuck. Did you not see the guy cross over that shit moments ago? Watch this demo. I'm gonna do a wider loop than I usually would. We chill, because if he gets beat, it comes right to me. Beautiful. He tried, but I blocked towards goal instead of going for ball, and all almost turned out perfect. Honestly, don't jump for that. Ain't nobody on it. You see what you just done? Nobody was on you, and you tried to do something fucking fancy that didn't need to happen. This guy keeps going for double touches and fucking him up. So he's basically just giving us free possession. You lucky son of a bitch. He failed his pinch, but it went the opposite direction because he failed it so bad. That's it. Don't push it forward, motherfucker. That's fine. Yep, and now the boost is gone. I was paying attention to your fucking teammates. Turn on this. Never mind. Take the shot. Stop going back to fucking goal. I'm fucking tired of teammates, dog. At least in champ. Fucking stay up, score this shit. Jesus Christ. Don't understand how it's that fucking hard. And this is where I run into problems when I have teammates saying, well, you don't ever rotate back. It's like, because I'm not supposed to. If the ball is here, I'm not gonna fucking sit here and rotate back. I'm gonna save my boost, turn, and score the fucking goal. You ain't got time to rotate. Grab big boost and rotate all the way the fuck back. Cover your fucking position until you get the ability to rotate back. Position over rotation. Tired of you shitty ass fucking champs just leaving the fucking play and the ball's sitting there, able to be scored, and you're too busy flipping back, trying to get back. So now your teammate that's in goal, which is way too far back, has to come all the way up, and you're giving them a full field of fucking control. But nobody's gonna believe shit out of my mouth. This is why I try to like get pros and shit just to make basic tutorials on the shit that's important. Fuck making shitty tutorials telling them to implement more flip resets into their play. Let them understand that they're always part of that fucking play, not to run from that shit. That's more important than any flip reset. Damn it. That's fun. Because now, see, I'm able to turn back and adjust and attack this even with 0 boost because I didn't run back to my goal. We're here to pressure, and we can get back and save if need be. Camo wasn't ready. Don't know why I thought he was going to position that properly. We don't need to be in goal right here. There's no danger. Gotcha, bitch. That's a... He might be able to play that. Bump that guy. Cool. I'm gonna head back now, because this... Well, never mind. I guess I'm gonna fucking control this. My teammates are chicken shit. Don't give a shit if you got 0. Fucking pressure that shit. You ain't gotta fully commit, but you need to stop them from taking that shit willy-nilly and easy. Back to the other side. That's in. Yep. I never once had control of that fucking ball. You see me flipping it and shit. Why are you pushing up? I haven't gotten control yet. I mean, that's free. Let's see if he can get to that. Ah, missed the flip reset. That would have been golden opportunity to get it. Double flip reset is what I'm mainly talking about here. You're giving him all of that space. You bumped me. You better save it, bitch. That's all I gotta say. He saved it, but he fully committed on something he shouldn't have. You pre-jumping from that far. Alright. Now how you gonna follow that? Let's see. He's not. He might not have had to. Good pickup. Why pass it that way? Why pass it that way? Look, he was on the wall. It rolled up perfectly. Why not go under the ball and then go and touch that out? Or better yet, let the red guy knock the ball off the wall like he was going to and then pick that shit up afterward. He's not on target. I don't know what the fuck you're panicking for. It was obvious he wasn't fucking putting that shit in. Cool. You got a hard 50 back to our side. You might as well just let him fucking take that shit at that point. Knock him out of the way if I can. Don't know why. Teammates don't challenge. I'm gonna jump just to make him throw it. That easy. Didn't even have to use any boost. He tries to cut that. That's fine. Can't be picked up though. Awkward bounce. Let him pass it down to me. I wish you would have let him pass it down to me because they were all back in their net right there. Right in our net. Why are you heading back? Now I gotta think of some other shit to do. I could have handed you the ball and kept like 50 boosts there to make a play. And I had to waste all my fucking boosts because my teammate turned back. We'll go for a soft clear here. That's fine. That's why I said I could go for a soft clear there. That's in their net. Never mind, I'm bad. Should have been in their net. Teammate didn't even try to score that shit. He just kinda sat there. Interesting. I'll go over his head. Do a little pursue work here. Again, none of my teammates came up, so I basically wasted my fucking time. I might as well just pressured the fucking ball. That's fine. It ain't going anywhere. It's a 2v2. Damn, I wish he would have cleared that. Let's try not to miss this one, eh? Oh, boy. It's gonna be loss after loss. All of that grinding I did today to get my MMR. Much, 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 much higher. I'm basically about to lose all of it. And you know what's funny? The higher up in MMR that I get, the easier these matches become. That's what's funny about it. Nobody wants to pressure the other team. I understand how pros play and shit like that. They typically don't pursue or anything like that. But you gotta keep in mind that this isn't a pro lobby. They don't know how to do full court clears and shit like that. But the best clear that you'll get out of a champ is this shit. They hit it to the side, then they jump up, and then they slap that shit downfield. That is their equivalent as a full court clear. Not very good. It's because you know their clears are shitty as fuck and they can't really clear well. You need to keep them pressured to make them throw that fucking ball away. You play shorts. You run into GCs, you want to play longs. They just, like, look at that shit. If you even eye a boost up, they just literally go for that boost and leave their play all. Even think about grabbing boost in these situations. They literally just try to go past you and flip towards it. I use that to my advantage so much to just pull them downfield and out of the play. And they never realize that I'm doing it. Fake. My control. Teammate, you're there. I didn't want to backflip, goddammit. Literally was right above my core. If the shit hadn't fucking backflipped, my dead zone, dodge dead zone, by the way, is all the way up on 1. But it still backflips. Okay, go up the wall, brother. Where are you going? He's about to get dunked. Fucking moron. Pass the shit back, take it somewhere, do something. Thank you, free clear. How do you flip to the side out of the way? I understand backflipping because you need to go up. But how the fuck did he side flip? In the opposite direction that he needed to go. Not even if he was an arrow left or arrow righter. The way he flipped didn't make any sense. I covered left. Teammate's supposed to cover right. He came in. Boom. He should have been covering that other side. There's only one way he could hit that around me. Why are you already on the wall? Cool. Teammate's trying to go up ahead of me, so I guess I'll let him. And he accomplished nothing. Okay. Goalie, you probably should have picked that up, but whatever. We don't need a breakaway play, right? Right to him. Boink. Again, why do I bother passing the teammates? Like, why? Why do I bother passing? They just don't give a shit. Follow your touch, brother. How am I supposed to play this? You put it there. You follow that shit. You guys got one goal. Can I get a forfeit out of you? Because I kinda sorta don't want to be in this lobby anymore. No? Alright, I'll go fuck myself then. That's free. Why are you going for their side boost? Just finish your fucking shot. I'm not coming up for that shit just to get fucking shit on. Can I get this to the wall? I can't. I can. You can save that, but you can't save a basic ass touch. I see. I'm gonna pop this to the side since he jumped too. There's no point in even pressuring their goal. Try to keep it in our control. What a play. You crossed that for them. Now you guys want to forfeit. Should I be the dick here and force them to stay in the fucking lobby? I think I will this time. I tried to leave. Again, this guy challenging over me. How many times you gonna challenge over me, bruh? He actually got a touch there. Did I get it? Almost. Should have added more power into it. I didn't want it to bounce off the wall and come back, though. He threw it, and we got a guy not playing. So, we're just going to hit you with that. I thought I interfered with that pass, but I guess not. A little bit more. You need to practice power shots. If you can't follow it, brother, why the fuck are you even doing it? Almost got the bump. I jumped off the ceiling. Moron, should have held power slide. I wasn't thinking. That's a bot. I don't need to wait on his touch. Nope. Teammate's not going for it, for whatever reason. He's behind me, so I guess I'll let him go. Again, how many times are you going to challenge over me, guy? That could have been a nasty redirect. I was not reading that one. Again, how many times are you going to challenge over me, teammate? Okay. Mm. He just kept doing it. Fucking shitty ass, untalented fucking hack Rocket League players, man. I called it out. He just kept doing it. He kept challenging over me. We don't need to double commit everything, buddy. We don't need it. Every time. Challenge over me. Challenge over me. Challenge over me. I hate wasting boost, going for a touch or a play, and somebody else coming in and fucking that shit up or trying to get involved where they shouldn't. Now, the other team did a good job corralling the fucking walls because they are terrified of aerial plays. Absolutely terrified of aerial plays. Anytime that shit got near a wall, they were on the wall challenging that shit. So what I was trying to do is take it to the wall to make them panic, going over one, and just trying to get an air dribble pass instead of just a full air dribble. But, like usual, for the life of me, I couldn't get any of my teammates to go up and challenge that shit. They're too busy wanting to play defensive and stay back. It's like playing with a fucking slew of machos. You understand? Pros, all of that other shit. Keep distance, but you're not a fucking pro. Get it through your fucking heads that you're not pros. These are short plays. You need to challenge them. When it gets to the high rank shit and you're with GCs, feel free to stay back and play the shit like pros do and all of that. But until you get to that level, how's about you learn how to play what the rank is and play the shit properly? Because you're fucking killing me. Literally killing me. With the inexperience and the bunch of fucking just dipshits. Stop looking at advanced tutorials and all that shit if you're not in that fucking rank. Play it like a fucking champ. Play it close. Keep them pressured. That's the only thing you champs are good for, is ball chasing. You got decent bearings when it comes to speed. Use that speed. Use that aggression. Don't use your speed to try and get back after leaving that shit open and then trying to pick that shit up. Play it slow if you have to. Play it tight. Keep that shit pressured. Look for your teammates and shit whenever you feel somebody's coming in for a 50. Because you shouldn't be making non-stop 50. Sometimes it's unavoidable. As soon as you're getting in control of the ball, somebody's just there to challenge you. Okay. But if you know you got a teammate cross, side flip into that shit and get a 50 that benefits your team by making it go towards your teammates so they can continue playing the damn play. Space the fuck out. Stop playing two-man in the same position. You are beyond that shit. This ain't diamond. Stop overcommitting with teammates. If they're struggling, let them struggle. You just cover your portion of the shit. Don't cover their portion. They're not gonna get any better if they always have people holding their fucking hands. Let them make their mistakes. You cover the positions you need to cover. It's like every day getting on this shit and having to deal with just straight up imbeciles. What I actually might do is I might get off this account and get on my fucking Epic account. Now that I've lost like 40 MMR. Let's see how much MMR I lost. Patty Mayo, if you're wondering what that sound was. I lost, I only lost like 8 MMR in total. Actually, no, because I'm down to 1693 now. I was looking at the wrong thing. So I lost about 100 MMR. Because I grind it early in the morning. So that's cool. I didn't think I played that many games, but I guess stacking defeats and shit like that add up. So I lost about 100 MMR instead of 40. So I was losing like 12 a fucking game or some shit. Makes sense. I'm not too terribly upset about it. I should have switched to my Epic account a long ass time ago. That's my fault for not taking notice. We'll get on my I'm Diamond account that has 1770 MMR or some shit. I don't know. I looked it up the other day. I know it's over 1700. Maybe 1720 or some shit. I'll just slide over to that account. And we'll play Rocket League on that account. And we'll go back to streaming on that account. Keep in mind that the camera settings for my I'm Diamond account is completely different, like every other Smurf I have. Different camera settings. I could get that Spider-Man game. Hopefully in Black Friday it goes on sale. I probably won't stream it, but the last, or not the last, but the new Spider-Man game that came out, cool. Get this shit out of my fucking face. The last game that they had, I 100%'d. So these are the camera settings we're looking. This is a dribble setup, so my aerials are going to be all fucked up because I'm switching over to a dribble. Dribble build. You can see the camera's angled down more and it's farther out so I can see around the ball and see who's challenging me, etc., etc. So we'll switch from what I'm doing now to just a straight up dribble mindset. Camera's wider so I'll be able to see teammates easier. That's fun. Again, this is a dribble setup. We can just, what the fuck kind of refund bullshit was that? It happened again. Am I just lagging? Well, Epic has always lagged for me. How am I supposed to play that with the fucking lag, bro? Turn off STS. Maybe that will fix what's going on here. It's still laggy. I see he tried to put that behind him, but he didn't get a sharp touch, which means he didn't push into it. Okay. He's rotating back fucked up. I should have put that in the opposite corner. Ooh, I can't do any of those redirects either. Noted. That felt weird as shit doing that. Damn it! I can't even do any type of... Okay. Give me a moment to suss out my controllers and all of that. Or my controls to see what I can and can't do easily. Bump him. Tried to get it in. He went for a dribble. Foolish. He should have just shot it. Please don't do it. I can't read these. I got a dribble set up. There we go. Wow, we're actually talking during matches now. Nice. Get a nice 50 there. That's actually nice, and I should have stayed up, but I didn't see him there. Let's pass it backwards. Never mind, he went back to fucking net. He beats me here, so we wait. He went for a dribbler's pass. That's kind of funny. I'm not going to score that shot, so we're just going to fake it. Tried to turn it. You really don't want to turn it when you're in front of their net like that. But, you know. Wave dash this out to keep speed. That's fun. They should be able to clear that down. Gotta touch it off in front of their net or to a teammate. Ah, I shouldn't have jumped. I could have been reacted to that. I gotta get into the dribble mindset. Thanks for the boost. Take this high for a basic touchdown. That's a double commit. Beautiful. I'll let my teammate take. Why did you go for boost? Because I was like, I know I passed it to somebody. I should have went for a musty there. You keep giving me these high touches, bro. You know how awkward that shit is with the dribble setup? Oh my. He didn't mean to get that double. Gotta get out of here. Yep, at least I got it up before he did anything. That should be an easy clear. That should have been an easy clear. What happened? Ah, that corner. That fucking corner killed him. It turned his car. Fair enough. Also noticed I'm in the Octane now. I can use my Octane ZSR on this account. Nah, I don't think... Is this account hooked to my PlayStation account? I don't know. So I can be a lot speedier than I am. It took me this long to notice I was in the Octane, though. God damn, I don't know why I keep going for these aerials. I know I'm not gonna get them. Let's learn and only take easy aerials. Like that shit. Just fast aerials. Let's call them but what they actually are. I'm gonna grab this boost just in case. Let me take it. You should have just let me take it. They were all heading back to their net too. My dude did a shitty ass slow ceiling shot. That was his plan. Is just ceiling shot it across field. Probably wouldn't even have been on target. Let's go into the rank scene. We'll do rank 3s. Let's see what we can pull off here. Let me try for a double touch right quick. Nope. It's the easiest way for me to calibrate my aerials. I do have some clean ass aerials though. This setup seems to be like super fucking good for like double touches and very close air dribbles. Like if I take the time to line that shit up and get a clean ass aerial, it is so easy to keep that shit going. I'll keep that in mind. But me just flying to the ball, nah, that shit feels awkward as fuck. Maybe I should use arrow left and right. Nah, I ain't no fucking plebe, I should say. Ain't no fucking plebe. We'll do this shit manually. He's beat. As soon as he challenges, we just push it to the side. Pick this up for a dribble if I can. Good cover. And we got a goal out of that. Nice shot. I don't have what to play. Left. I had to remember which side my other teammate was on. It's kind of sad. I got over 10,000 hours, by the way, in this game. Turn on this, please. Turn on it. Shit, he took it up in the air for an aerial. Can't get a clean aerial, so we'll back out of that one. This guy's always challenging sideways. He makes me worry. That's fun. Can I pick it up? I can't. Please touch that out. Thank you. That's away from your teammate, so I get a free 50. Shoot it. Damn it, you could have put that top left corner. Can't get a dribble here, so I'll pass it. I know my limits. Easy 50 there. Good pickup. He went all the way back for fucking big boost when he didn't need to. Now I don't have the boost to get there for that. But he came back up, so I stalled enough. I stalled enough. I don't know why this guy passed it to the right, because he could have just went around it and took it left up the wall. You like my song? Stating the obvious. That's what I'll name it. We wait. We should be safe. Never mind, I'm fucking slow as shit. Like, I was so slow to get to that. Like, super slow. Oh my god, my reaction time is shit with these camera settings. Oh my. I figured he'd pass that, but his teammate ain't paying attention. Why are you on the wall, brother? Yikes. No. That's fine. They both double committed. Triple commit. Hell yeah. I'm gonna cross this. Maybe I can get a clean air dribble lined up. Not really. I pulled for it. That's my fault. He passed it perfectly to me to get a play there. I pulled forward on that. That's my fault. It's gonna... Ooh, I was about to say, almost cost us a goal. Jump for it. Damn, I wanted to bump that guy. Why are you always sideways when you're play, brother? You can't be sideways. Get straight on that shit. Like, look, he's always sideways and backwards. Like, brother, you got time to turn your ass around and get fucking just every time sideways. Don't know why I'm going for that. I knew it wasn't going to turn out well. 2 premium 50s. I guess I'm going for this, teammates. Thanks for coming up and helping me. I appreciate it. I'm going to take my time here to ensure that I score it. I did not just get RKO'd. That's actually hilarious. How he missed the ball and RKO'd me. I wish he would stop putting it up. And say I put that shit as close to the wall as I could in that situation. I was just praying that he could get to that. This guy was dumb going for a damn squishy. Because even if he would have got it, we would have been able to get back to that ball before he could send it. We'll go straight on the ball here. He went for boost instead of covering it. Putting your goalie in a very bad position. All because he didn't cover that shit. That's what happened. Because he didn't turn around and cover the fucking ball. He went for boost and went back, giving us control there. He's slow. I need to slow myself down. Okay. Nice shot. Let's go. Good cover. Finally, they're starting to trust me and they're starting to believe and come back to help. Morale's high for us, low for them. They've all given up, but they haven't forfeited. My crossplay. Oh yeah, I forgot I leave crossplay on this account. That's just in, maybe? Now score it, maybe. That's what I was waiting for. It was a good game till you all gave up. That was ranked too. Oh no. I forgot it was ranked. I would have played that shit a lot different. What's going on, Galanonum? I'm a little bitchy today, so I don't recommend the content. But it's always nice to see you. I might have to switch to Dead by Daylight and chill out a little bit. Maybe do some reviews or something today. I am bitchy as fuck. It's because I took my medicine today. Shit fucks me up. I mean, I guess I'm always bitchy. Let's be honest. But I was looking at my content and I was like, I'm just always angry. I need to take my medicine. Something ain't right with me. Who isn't when playing multiplayers? True. That is true. I don't know. You want to do some reviews today? You want to see some Dead by Daylight action? You want Rocket League? I'll let you choose the day. I might have to update, but you know, let's make things more chill for once. That's what I wanted, and he didn't pick that shit up. That's how It's up to you. I'm just here for the ride. Guess we can do some. Well, if my Dead by Daylight needs updating, we'll just do reviews. Oh my. Good pickup. Got the bump. Nobody's challenging though. That's a shame. Good bump. I can actually go for a dribble now. Beautiful. All because you got a bump. Let's go. But I would personally prefer DDD since I never play Rocket League. Please never play Rocket League. It'll make you negative and a beta. Not that I'm admitting to being a beta. Because I am not like-minded in this community. I can't follow that. My cameras are too weird. You're gonna get bumped. Alright. Yeah, I didn't figure I was gonna be able to follow that. I'm not pulling my weight here, and it feels bad. We'll go for a dribble. Never mind. I'm getting challenged like a mad. Fake that. Let him take the shot. Trust your teammate. I really wanted that boost. That's a nice 50. I should have stayed up there. My head's not clear right now. Easy save. Tried to pick that up. Don't know what he's going for. Nothing apparently. I tried to pass it. These cameras, I just can't figure them out right now. It'll get better. Hopefully. Shh. Excelsior? Nice. Just keep it out of their reach. Beautiful. Teammate, please. I don't know about that one, Chief. Close. Get out of there. Let him take it. His teammates love to ride your ass in those situations. He should be able to pass it. Thanks for bumping me, because I needed a push forward, because I wasn't sure where to go on that. Trust my teammate here. That's so bad. And I lost my boost. And got bumped. I was playing League of Legends. I must say that I've never really played League. I heard that it had a fairly toxic community, but I mean, multiplayer games, am I right? Easy win there. I can't really follow it. I don't have the boost. That's an easy double touch. Beautiful. What happened? Who the fuck's Rico? Oh, he can't even read what we're saying. He's on PlayStation, I'm pretty sure. Well, not PlayStation, but not on PC. No, why did I double touch that? You fool! What am I thinking? What was he thinking? Bump him? Can I get a bump? 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7. Nah, I can't do the auction voice. I used to be able to. Boom. My teammates tilting them with the no problems. Like hardcore tilting them. Deep Rock is not compatible game, but multi-co-op thinks that's a friendly community since you work together. Deep Rock Galactica? Is that what you're talking about? Well played. Good carry. Dun 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 dun. I thought his name was Whitney. Alright, let's get out of Rocket League. Wonder how much it is. Let's see. Deep Rock. No, stop. Deep Rock. Verifications nowadays. Um, shit. There we go. All right. Deep Rock Galactica. It is 1474. And if I want the DLC, another 322. Hmm. Well, I don't have GTA Plus. So I would be looking at. What do you mean my cart's empty? I just click add the cart. There is Eneba site. I've always used G2A. I don't know if it works in USA also, but it probably should too. Hey, $2.06 out. Whew. Medicine's starting to kick in. ENEBA. Deep Rock. It is a Europe site, but they have United States things. I don't know what 14.99 in Europe is. I don't even know what Europe money's called. It is 25.92 US dollars. Yeah, it's cheaper to get it from G2A. At least this. I am going to add that to my favorites. My friends started to buy games. They're saying it's pretty cheap. That makes sense. So let's see. To get all of that together would cost me 21.72. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I'm gonna wait till Black Friday. From what I check, at least in my currency, Deep Rock is cheaper on Steam right now. I can check Steam. Let me pop this screen up so it's just not a dark screen. Deep Rock Galactica, or Galactic. It would be $9.89, and then the Mega Corp pack is $3.99. So it is cheaper. That's why we check all sources. That's not bad. I wonder if that's, yeah, it's $29.99 regularly. It's just a weekend deal. Gotcha. Can I get it all in one bundle? Good lord. 48.86 for getting it in one bundle. What the hell? I can get the deluxe edition bundle. That costs 20.77, but we're kind of back to where we started. But at least it's going straight to my Steam. Dawn of Dread, Megacorp pack, Dark Future pack, and then the game itself. 2077 is not bad. There is no such thing as DLC weapon. I think the DLC's only cosmetics. Oh. They updated this pack with skins for new weapons. Gotcha. Alright, so it doesn't need the DLC. So yeah, I can get this for $9.89. DLCs are mostly a support payment for devs. Ah, smart. Fuck it. Might as well buy this shit. Maybe we can play one day. Boom, 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 boom. And if you're not comfortable with it being streamed, we can always just play privately or something. And if you're not comfortable playing it, I can always just give it a go. Make sure I'm not putting up my credit card information on stream. That would be funny. Because that's actually my main card that has all of my stock money on it. I mean, you could only use the money that's there, but still. Um, please enter state or province. Where? Steam. Where do I enter in this state? Boom, 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 boom. You give me city. Oh, right under city, where most things usually is. It's much more relaxing, but I personally recommend it instead of other competitive Rocket League games. Playing together may prove difficult with our location difference considered pain. I don't mind playing on Europe servers. Me and Macho played Grounded, and the entire time during Grounded, I was pinging, I couldn't pick shit up sometimes, and it was a terrible experience for the most part when it came to regular gameplay. So I am used to that. Wrong one. I need this one. From here, I still have the creations form as part of my bookmarks. Funny. Let me block the screen for a moment because I gotta sign in. Yep, the notifications is still broke. Unfortunately, I don't do reviews anymore, and this is an old one. I appreciate you asking me to do a review, but I don't do them as often anymore. So, bada bing, bada boom. Let me adjust this because it is very scuff. I don't know if you can see all of this properly, but I hope so. It looks scuff as hell to me looking at it as a preview. Hopefully it's a lot better than when it looks. Now, I'm not familiar with the new metas and all of that, so let us see what people have and I'll see what I can do. Let's do... What's one that sounds like there's a lot of things into it? Eternal Darkness. Still got no drive since I don't play DVD or make it pretty short. Maybe I will just rush it without lore. Yeah, my review sheet still lying somewhere. That's funny. This is my first time trying this. Holy shit, man's got everything flushed out. Hell yeah, this is what we like to see. Okay, 7 posts. Let's see what you got. Let me know what you think. I'd like some feedback to further refine this idea. Even if there's no chance of this ever happening, you never know. Behavior does pick bits and pieces of other concepts. So you might have part of your concept used. Also, a quick warning, I'm not very good at Dead by Daylight, that's fine, so I've not gone into specifics of numbers or percentages for the most part. I apologize if any of this seems over or underpowered. That's fine. I should also mention this is my first time posting on the forum, so I hope I've done everything right. I mean, you have 7 posts technically, but I understand it's your first concept. Eternal Darkness. This is back in August of 2021. That's back when I was doing reviews, yeah? Maybe? No? Yeah, that's back when I was doing reviews. I see. Eternal Darkness. Sanity's Requiem is one of my personal favorite horror games, even if it hasn't aged too well, so I wanted to come up with a concept to have it cross over with the Smash Bros. Of horror we all know and love. So, without further ado. Heck yeah, the community improved. I kinda sorta think that I want to say that I'm the cause of this way back when, but I'm not entirely sure. It could be somebody else. Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. New killer, the Zealot. Some people say Zealot, but the Zealot. Pius Augustus as the Zealot. He is a devout killer. I mean, that's exactly what a Zealot is. So, yes, I would hope he's a devout killer. Able to alter their abilities based on the ancient he worships. Um, a person who is fanatical and uncompromised in pursuit of their religious, political, or other ideals. But the more historical one, a member of an ancient Jewish sect that aimed at the world, Jewish theocracy, and resisted the Romans. This is the definition that I am more familiar with. So I was like, I thought it had to do with something else, but anybody who's fanatical is technically a zealot. So, all right. His personal perks, eternal darkness, duplicious, tactician, and servant of the ancients allow him to follow and hinder survivors more effectively. So far, so good. I like that. Ooh, I apologize. Ooh, the medicine is like really kicking in right now. It makes me kinda sick. Ooh, so I might have to mute my mic here or there. Hopefully it doesn't make me high as fuck. Once a respected tactician in the Roman Empire, Pius Augustus' fate would never be, or whatever, holy, would change forever once he found a sealed container containing 3 artifacts. All of this other stuff, I'm not going to read through the entirety of the lore because I don't think I'm going to make it through the rest of this. His weapon is a gladius, an ancient weapon that has seen many wielders, now back in the hands of its original owner. I would like a description of the gladius for people who don't know what a gladius is, but, you know, that's nitpicky. But I mean, if you're going to put an ancient weapon and all of that, probably go in and say what a gladius is just to keep people that don't know a Google search. Save them a Google search. Sounds like Aztec gods. I am not familiar with these gods at all. I know, like Cthulhian gods, Greek gods, Nordic gods, um, some of the ancient, well, I guess the Greek gods that aren't, Zeus and shit like that, because they have a separate set. I know some of the Japanese gods. Well, I just should just say Asian gods, because I mean, there's different sets, but I know some of all of them. But I'm not too familiar with Aztec. At the beginning of the trial, three pillars spawn alongside the zealot, each holding an artifact of a different ancient. Chatterga, Ulioth, Ulioth, and Zolta, Zoltha, respectively. I'm only going to try and pronounce that once. The zealot must select one of these artifacts before gaining access to her ability, runic magic. You don't understand how happy I am for the power to actually be what this is. You don't know how happy I am. Maybe I shouldn't have stopped. Olympus is mostly Alabama. I tried to hold it in, but oh shit. So, so I have a lot of family in the United States that have settled in Alabama and have spread out. So that kind of strikes home and just makes me laugh. Like, it's true, but that just, ooh, oh, that's funny. so, so that's just, ooh. I tried to hold it in, but that's funny as hell. Oh boy. Once an artifact has been selected, the two remaining artifacts disappear from the trial. See, why make the artifacts disappear from the trial? You could limit the amount of power that comes from the other artifacts. Like the first one you choose, you have full access to, and then the other ones, you have a favor to, just, a couple of things here that they do, but they're not at full power. Until you gain favor back or something like that. Because I feel as though just leaving, you grab one artifact and then nothing else happens, it just seems like it's just a waste of, two other gods that you could have pulled. Especially if one's heavily, dependent upon a specific playstyle. Then if they have something that can counter it, at least you'll be able to switch and use a different playstyle. But again, everything I say is my personal opinion. Depending on the artifact selected, the zealot's ability take on the color of the selected artifact as well as gaining additional effects. The zealot has a special meter above his abilities known as the magic meter. Each of his abilities drain energy from his magic meter, with higher tier spells draining more energy. Makes sense. The zealot's spell become unstable if he does not have enough magic remaining. So hopefully, after this, he immediately says what happens after the spell becomes unstable, what that means, and goes into detail about the powers and all of that. Because chronological order, you don't want people skipping down to figure things out and then moving back and forth. So far, he's been doing so good, but I haven't ran into one that I see as perfect thus far. The Zealot regains magic slowly over. I need to change the title. Also, I don't need Twitch to be on right now, so we'll drop Twitch because I never do Dead by Daylight reviews on Twitch. I accidentally deleted the ability to change the title. I feel foolish. That's the wrong one. Screw it. I did play Rocket League. I'll just leave it. The Zealot regains magic slowly over time, but can also gain a burst of magic from downing a survivor. How much is a burst? Additionally, whenever a survivor is sacrificed, the Zealot is rewarded with their magic being fully recharged. So, sounds like Tunnel. Use all your power to tunnel a survivor, clap them cheeks, and then lather, rinse, and repeat. So, perks, unless you have something else, perks should be directed towards pursuing and getting survivors out as quick as you can. Special ability, reveal, invisible. Unfortunately, we don't have any extra explanations about what a burst is. So I'm just gonna guess and say that it feels like a third of the magic bar whenever you down a survivor. Maybe half. Who knows? I don't know how much the spells cost. I don't even know what the spells are at this point. Hopefully we go into more detail. Reveal invisible. That's an oxymoron. But let's see what that is. Or maybe it's no, it's not revel. It's definitely reveal invisible. Because revel has two E's. I mean, this has two E's, but you know what I mean towards the end, hopefully. Press and hold the power button. I guess it's like, it's a short word. Ignore me. Press and hold the power button to channel the magic spell reveal invisible. How long? Well, I guess he said he was never going to put in any extra detail at the beginning, so we're going to have to let this slide. While channeling the spell, the zealot suffers from a significant decrease in speed. I'm going to go off the assumption it's like the Huntress's speed, or maybe the Plague speed. You know, well, Plague doesn't slow down anymore, right? So I guess the Huntress's speed. Upon completion of the spell, a wave of magic radiates from the zealot. As this wave expands, scratch marks are highlighted. That's it. In addition to fading scratch marks being restored, objects that survivors have recently interacted with are also highlighted by the wave. Any survivors caught in the wave while interacting with objects have their auras revealed for a short duration. Additionally, survivors caught in the magic waves suffer different effects depending on the artifact chosen at the beginning of the trial. Unfortunately, with the introduction of the Dredges perk that allows you to just open lockers and reveal survivors, or Sadako's perk, when you hook them on the hook and pull them off, it reveals auras, and multiple killers that reveal, especially meta killers, that reveal survivors' locations and things like that, and previous perks as well. Unfortunately, that makes reveal invisible not that great. Sure, you can restore scratch marks and all of that, but by that time, since you restored them and all of that, that survivor's gonna be long gone. So unless it's the last survivor in the actual match, that perk's not that great, because as soon as you get on the line of that survivor, they're dipping, they're gone, and if you just keep doing that, you're going to be following a trail of a moving constantly moving thing, and it's not going to be worth it in the end. So unfortunately, I don't see that being, that great, as well as since it's just a slight reveal, you're not going to know which way they're going since it refreshes old tracks. So you really want that to be coordinated to make tracks that are fading red and then green or something like that to show the difference. Anything to differentiate, or you're not going to know where they're starting and where they're ending at. So if you run the wrong way, they just escaped you. Um, Any survivors caught in a wave, interacting with an object, have their ores revealed. That's not too bad, but I mean barbecue and chili. Um, the other perk, bitter murmur, whispers can come in handy as well. I mean, there's a lot of perks and stuff like that that you can run. But I mean, it's good that you have a power at the beginning of the match, so you don't have to use like Lethal Pursuer or anything like that. You can just, boom, find somebody at the beginning of the match. But if you run the spreadsheet, I guarantee you they have an updated spawn locations. There's always somebody that spawns at the generator farther from the killer. If they're not there, then they all spawn together at one of the middle generators. um, so basically what I'm saying is if you're new to the game, this power and all of that's going to be helpful, but if you're experienced and even barely experienced at the game, it's not going to help you that much. The old Seaman causes survivors hit by the wave to suffer from decreased vitality, inflicting them with the hindered status effect for a short amount of time. Again, this is great for, and also instead of hindering them, you would get better off the incapacitated status effect. That'll stop them from vaulting windows. Hindrance, they can still vault and they can still do a whole bunch of different actions. But I mean, hindrance ain't that bad because, again, you have a tunneler. So slowing somebody to a halt and taking off a little bit of speed is useful if you're a tunneler. Especially if they're looping the crap out of you. U-Man hinders the survivor's senses, causing them to suffer from the oblivious status effect for a short amount of time. Useless. Because you can pick up, I mean, not useless, but you don't want to run that particular, I guess, artifact. Oblivious is strong when used correctly, but I mean, Pyramid Head's perk after you kick the generator and all of that, going undetectable, is going to be a lot better than using an artifact. Um, X-Man, X-Man, ha, attacks the survivor's mind directly, causing them to hear an illusionary terror radius for a short time, or use the doctor. So all of these powers, I assume, scale up more and more and more and more. If they don't, well, yeah, I can just look down and see that they do scale and change based off of what you're using. This ability has 3 tiers depending on the time taken to channel it. Each tier increases the maximum range of the magic wave as well as the duration of the artifact's effects. Having an extended duration over a long cast time might be good if you're heading to like a gen that's being worked on. You can hit them at a distance and then run in real quick and try to get a free hit. Again, you're more of a tunnel killer, so you're probably going to be in a chase, just tunneling people and trying to get them down quick as possible, but getting them off the hook or something and burning up their time that they're protected might be a good use as well. Unfortunately, there's other killers that do this better. So, I mean, It's kind of a lower mid-tier killer, I guess. It's not like super bad, but it's like not the average. So I'd say lower mid-tier killer. Very good for tunneling if that's your gameplay style. Special ability, damage field. Press and hold the power button while aiming at an interactable object to challenge the magic spell damage field. While channeling the spell, the zealot can't move or look away from the targeted object. The zealot can only have 3 instances of damage field active at a time. Okay. Upon completion, the target object is enveloped in a barrier of magic energy. You have the perk that if you basic attack somebody, you can block all pallets. You have bamboozle if you want to block windows and things like that. I mean, there are perks available that do the same thing. I don't know how you can reliably channel energy on something that a survivor is going towards because you slow down significantly while doing that. So you might not want to have something slow down when using that particular power, because by the time you channel it and block off whatever object, the survivors just ran around the particular object. So unless the object stays, covered until you cover another object, I don't see immediate use. Also, I don't know why it's called damage field if it doesn't actually deal any type of damage. But let's go on through. The Zealot can have 3 instances of damage field active at a time. That's nice having 3 instances of it. In some places and some maps, you can actually block off the survivors from doing anything. So if you get a specific map or you run an add-on with it, it can be very powerful. But if you're just random queuing, unfortunately, I don't see it being like super, super great. Because you're going to have, again, bamboozle and other perks that are going to activate faster, and you can get damage off that if you play your cards right, or zone a survivor playing your cards right. Upon completion, the target object is all of that, blah blah blah. It's only visible to the zealot and survivors, or survivors who can see auras of the affected object. So it's a hidden barrier, so it's going to make the survivors run to it, but again, by the time you get all the casting done and all of that, you're going to be, or the survivors just going to walk around the object. The ability has an additional effect depending on the zealot's chosen artifact. Let's see what we got. Seaman, I just thought about what I've been saying. Oh god. Sea Guy amplifies the pain caused by the spell, causing affected survivors to suffer from the hemorrhage status effect for a short amount of time. I'm gonna get banned. So, does the hemorrhage effect cause damage nowadays? To my knowledge, it does not. And if it doesn't, you still have to deal damage to them. Also, I'm confused because if it's a barrier of magic energy that pops up, how in the world are you going to affect them with the hemorrhage status effect if they can't use the object? Okay, so you putting it on windows, putting it on pallets and things like that. Well, I guess a pallet you have to slam, which could give it to you. But more importantly, the thing that is going to be the most powerful, windows, it's not going to do much. And if you do go the barrier route on pallets just to stop them from using pallets, how are you going to hit them with the hemorrhage status effect? So it's kind of against itself. If it's putting up barriers, you can't do anything to afflict them with it. Unless you're going to have the barrier itself, like blast them back or something like that, and afflict them with a status effect. Another thing that I have with channeling is if the survivor is looking at you like they should, and peeking on you and you're channeling, they're going to know exactly that you're channeling, and they're just going to go around the object and not interact with it. So you're only going to be able to channel when the survivor's not in sight unless you have an oblivious survivor, in this case, not paying attention, that doesn't look behind them. I don't know if channeling is going to be any type of sound effect or anything like that, because that's going to be real bad. So, at the bare minimum, have an add-on that makes silent channeling. You guy hinders the survivor's ability to read auras. That is literally, yeah, I was about to say, inflicting them with the blindness effect for a short amount of time. Giving survivors blindness ain't bad, but I mean, there's other perks like, I don't remember the name of the perk when you get on the generator. Fearmonger. Fearmonger blind survivors gives them the exposed status effect, maybe? And something else, maybe Oblivion or something, as long as they're working on the generator. I don't think it's Oblivious, but gives them something as long as they're working on the generator, unless changed, and then for a couple of seconds after. um, X guy causes the survivor to lose focus. Their next skill check is guaranteed to be a difficult skill check. Unfortunately, most people aren't going to miss the difficult skill checks. They're going to be prepared for it. Unlike the Zealot's other spells, this spell only has one tier. Hmm. Now, I do have one issue. Here, if you use you guy, this gives you the oblivious status effect, and then gives you the hemorrhage status effect. Here uses the blindness and illusionary, and here, I guess we haven't read it. Now, I'm missing this one. No. Yeah. Illusionary terror radius here, and then guaranteed difficult skill check. All of these running together aren't really a combo, and some of these are kind of repetitive. I know status effects and there's unlimited to what you can do, but I mean, like, instead of just going status effect, status effect, status effect, you can put in something unique. Like channeling one skull maybe gives you a speed boost, or, interactions boost, or maybe kill range, lunge range for a little bit of time. Something like that, instead of just status effect, status effect, status effect, or canceling, which is basically just a status effect. Or reading, things like that. I think if a little bit more time was spent looking at what this tunneling killer can be used, or how this tunneling killer can be used, and what he needs to help himself. But we haven't done all of it. Let's go to the next one. Dispel magic. Press and hold the power button while looking at an object under the effects of damage field to dispel the field, regaining a portion of magic spent to create it, as well as gaining a boon depending on your chosen artifact. So now you have to wait. So none of these effects seem to disappear unless it says for a short duration. So unless it says for a short duration, the effects are permanent until otherwise rechanneled. At least that's what I'm getting out of this. So maybe some of these are a little bit more powerful if they stay in effect. I mean, not very much powerful, but maybe just a slight little bit powerful. Sea Guy amplifies the pain caused by the spell, causing effect. Wait, wrong one. Imbues you with newfound vitality, slightly increasing your movement speed for a short duration. Nice! Now we're getting into something that isn't a status effect, even though it's technically haste, but it is something newer. Again, I started off with movement speed and then I changed it to like interaction speed or, volt speed, something like that, because you're a tunneling killer. Movement speed isn't always going to help you. I mean, look at Michael Myers and things like that. He can be a tunneling killer, but at tier 3, he gets the faster volt speed and he has the faster movement speed, which makes him highly effective. If somebody's looping you and looping you appropriately, it's not going to matter how much speed that, you have. They're just going to, do the thing. Use their pallets, use their loops, use their windows and all of that effectively to keep you away. So unless it's a significant speed boost that isn't broken, you're not going to be looking at a lot of use because you're going to have a long channel. So the long channel, you need to have speed that allows you to get that extra distance back as well as try and catch the survivor. So again, it's kind of going against itself, being a high tier or a long time channel, and then happen to recatch up to the survivor and get everything else done. You guy grants you an increased connection to magic, reducing the time it takes to channel your next spell. If your tier 3 spells majorly drains your magic bar, you're going to have to do something, either wait or down a survivor, to get all of that back to be able to launch another spell. So, for like the 10th time, it's sort of counterproductive. Instead of reducing the time or with reducing your next spell, maybe make the spell free or reduce cost. So you're not going against that. You're not super challenging or channeling to get the next spell out and get it out quick. Or just make the next spell instantaneous to make it worthwhile. Excuse me. And then X Guy helps you to focus, granting you visual notifications for crows. Perk for that. Opening and closing lockers. Iron Maiden. Opening chests in a small radius for a short amount of time. The twins perk. Whenever you go near the chest or whatever, they can see you. I don't know if all of these are a small radius or if it's just opening chest. I don't know the range of that, so I can't really ascertain if it's going to be worthwhile. But all that is just a bunch of perks slammed together. Unfortunately, we hate to see that. Just a lot of perks slammed together like that. But I mean, it will help you in the long run. So that one's not too terribly bad. I mean, you can use it to, when you're running after somebody to ascertain where they're going. If you happen to lose somebody, kinda good for tunneling, just in case. But keep in mind, if they're using deception, you're gonna get double trouble. And you might get confused because if a notification pops up, you might not be able to see that they went in the locker or not. But I mean, I guess you can give auras and things like that when it's happening. This ability can either be tapped for basic benefits or channeled to provide a greater refund of magic and increased duration to the artifact effects. This ability will never refund full magic cost of the dispel field. My question is, why not? Um, oh, now your messages are popping in. Now I can see them. I was like, he isn't saying anything. I thought you left. Why did your messages take so long to pop in? It's true, it can be confusing. I always wanted blindness in DBD to be more popular. Blindness is very good, because if somebody goes down, you can't really tell where they're being hooked and things like that unless you're paying it like real good attention. So I do like it. It feels kinda like an unwanted effect. You can't change Ruin mid-game as this killer right. You are correct. You cannot change runes mid-game. The runes just disappear. It's the game changer. Ocean Man, take me by the hand. Lead me to the land. I don't remember anything else. I really like the rune concept that changes your playstyle. Yes, it is very versatile and all of that. I just wish a little bit more time was thrown into that. However, I'd rather get a chance to change a rune mid-game. Definitely. So I was silent all that time. Yep. Quite tragic. Yep. Unfortunately, there was a delay and I didn't see any of your messages till now, so I guess restream lag. Let me check how many frames lost. Now, no drop frames. It must be YouTube or restream acting up. It's unfortunate. I think everything is good now since I'm seeing messages. Perks, Eternal Darkness. Whenever a survivor in the injured state fails a skill check, good luck. If they're new, you'll get a lot of tokens. If they're more experienced, good luck. You gain 1 token. After you gain 5 tokens, the next generator you damaged will be blocked by the entity for a moderate duration. Should you gain 10 tokens, the next generator you damage will be locked for a moderate duration and will lose additional progress over this time. I would rather run Ruin. Even though Ruin got hard nerfed, you'll still get more time out of Ruin than anything else. Ghostface has the perk when you pick somebody up, it blocks. You got Eruption, you got the, I was going to say Bird Lady, the Artist's perk. I mean, there's a lot of perks that do that. And all of them, unfortunately, is better. Because you can trigger that effect more often than relying on survivors to miss skill checks. Because even if you run like the Huntress's perk and all of that, her Lullaby perk, you're still losing a perk slot and hoping that survivors miss skill checks. Sadako's Fury perk as well. Also, can do that too. What is wrong with my Steam chat? One chat is stuck on Alabama's, or Olympus is mostly Alabama, and the other one's stuck on Quite Tragic. Hmm. I don't know why my chat's broken. I'm starting to get quite sad. Oh well. Try to do something. Dupl I want to say duplicious. Duplicitus? Maybe duplicitus. Tactician. I actually want to look this word up. Nah, it's got to be duplicious or duplicious. It's got to be. Let's see.
Duplicitous.
Duplicitous. Yeah. Duplicitous sounds a lot better. Duplicitous tactician. I didn't even see what the hell the word meant. Deceitful. Duplicitous. Deceitful. Someone who intentionally misleads people, especially by saying different things to different people or acting in different ways at different times. Two-faced. Duplicitous. Two-faced. Gotcha. So instead of calling people two-faced, I will use duplicitous.
Duplicitous.
You're a very duplicitous person. They won't know I'm calling them two-faced. I like that. I gotta save this to like a tab so I can add it to my list of words. Um, bum 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 bum. Gain a bonus to movement speed when a survivor in a chase drops a pallet without stunning you. Beautiful for getting around, like that perk. This bonus persists until 5 seconds after the end of the chase. You can only gain movement speed in this way once per chase. So, instead of making it a one and done deal, you should definitely make it a token or totem or some other type of perk, or even a token perk. The reason I say this and limit the tokens like heavily, or make it a hook perk or something like that so you can limit activations. The reason I say that is specifically because of Legion. Somebody drops a pallet out of panic, you can just use your run attack and you will be zooming. Like, absolutely zooming to clap those cheeks. And that's really terrifying for Legion. That's really the only problem I have with that. Also, this effect can only occur once per chase. It is once per chase, never mind. I'm just moronic, and my medicine's really starting to hit me. I am seeing shit. Once per chase isn't good enough, again, for Legion. Because Legion can do that. Somebody panic drops pallet, he speeds up, hits somebody, chains to another survivor. And if all of them drops pallet, Legion's gonna be one speedy boy when it comes to chaining. So that 4 chain that everybody hates is probably going to happen more often, and that's going to be absolutely terrifying. This perk is amazing in that sense. It does help tunneling survivors, which is what this killer primarily, at least in my opinion, is for. Okay, checked it. Sounds like a good new killer name. True. Indeed. Indeed. Another scary thing is this bonus persists until 5 seconds after the end of the chase. So as long as you're in the chase, you will have this enhanced movement speed the entire time. Again, very scary for Legion, just zooming after you. Very good perk. I would just design that a little bit different. So Legion, again, ain't clapping everybody's cheeks. There's other killers that would benefit from it. Huntress, the Blight, the Dread. I mean, there's a lot of survivors that would benefit from it. Imagine Michael Myers in tier 3 Or with the tombstone add-on or something that just can insta-kill you, zooming like that. It's a lot of killers that would benefit from it. So you gotta be careful when designing something. Very good for your killer. Maybe have this attached to maybe have this attached to one of your effects up here, so every killer's not getting that bonus. Um, it's this one. Crazy. Telling you I'm losing my mind. That's what my medicine does. My IQ's dropping. If a survivor spills the stun you, the pallet will automatically break. Unfortunately, there is a perk that does that. There's Spirit Fury, and probably some other perks that I can't think of right now that already does that. So, again, you're just slamming perks together. Servant of the Ancients. Your pay. Why did Patreon run in just pop into my head there? Your your patrons dislike those who meddle with their plan and are eager to help you get revenge. You must beware their wrath should you fail. Survivors who unhook another survivor within your sight suffer from the hindered and exposed status effect, or you can run make your choice. Because you really don't want to, again, this is kind of sort of for, actually, no, this is actually anti-tunnel. This makes it the where you basically can clap the cheeks of whoever unhooks the other survivor, which is anti-tunnel and not really what you want to do. I mean, it gives you versatility, and I like that, but make your choice already exists, so this perk is kind of, again, multiple perks being slapped together. If they are not damaged within this time, they gain effects of the haste status effect for a short duration. So, I mean, mm, I don't know how I feel about the Servants of the Ancients. I think it's just, again, just a repeat of another perk. Add-ons, not gonna really go over. The Mori, the Zealot slowly walks towards down survivor, chanting the spell magic attack. A ring of ruins surrounds the survivor, one peering for each word the killer speaks before a flash of light engulfs them, leaving nothing but a charred corpse. That's pretty cool. New survivor, Alexandra Roybis. Roybes. Despite her victory over the Lich, her journeys into the occult were not over. I assume this is based off of a character? I wonder if Tome of Eternal Darkness is actually like a book or something. I'm not entirely sure. Again, Survivor's perk should be something akin to countering the killer. At least the direct survivor should be akin to countering the killer, something like that. It shouldn't be something crazy to counter other killers, or primarily to counter other killers. It should go with the theme and all of that of whatever your chapter is. So let's find out if it does that. You have Sanity's Requiem. The blindness, hearing, and oblivious status effects have decreased durations. That is vigilant. Or is it vigilant? Is the name of the perk I'm thinking of? On you while you are in the healthy state. I think that's literally vigilant. If these effects are caused by an attack, you will still benefit from the decreased duration so long as you're in a healthy state before being hit. Pretty sure that's vigilant, and that's the name of the perk. I could be wrong, but I think that's the name of the perk. Decreased durations, and you also can't be or red. duplicitous. Occultus. Whenever you cleanse a dull totem, it becomes a boon totem. So, what you could have said instead is increased boon totem speed. But I understand. Survivors near to this boon gain a small bonus to interaction speed. I don't think there's any totems that increase interaction speed directly, but interaction speed will also increase generator speed, so that's going to be an interesting thing. Is my chat broken again? God dang it. I don't know how to fix it. Breaking. If you just type that, then it's just a couple of seconds behind. But I do see that it's having issues. If it's just lagging a little bit, I'm not too worried about that. It's just like 10 seconds behind. That's alright. Killers can interact with boon totems to destroy them, turning it back to a dull totem. So this protects totems and keeps them from breaking. That is more interesting to me. Cleansing a hex totem will convert it into an empowered boon totem, granting a greater bonus to interaction speed as well as a small bonus to movement speed while within its radius. Now that's kinda OP. I mean, breaking speed, not the chat is breaking. Ah, that makes more sense. The timing of that's kind of funny. So you have to wait. Cleansing a dull totem becomes a boon totem. Cleansing a hex totem gives you an empowered totem. So I guess that's a good direct counter to hex totems, especially if you have like Devour Hope or Noad or something coming in. Instead of it clapping your cheeks on the escape, you can actually get a speed bonus to your escape. Okay, I like it. I like it. And it's not too overpowered because it relies on the killer bringing in a hex totem. So Haunted Grounds isn't as bad. Okay, I like that. Interaction speed could technically be uh, vaulting, pallet drops, things like that. Vaulting speed has been nerfed, I do remember that, so this is acceptable, making interaction speed faster. Jin's had an extra 10 seconds on it too, so depending on how much interaction speed does that. Now, actually, nah, I like that totem. Now, the killer's interacting with the boon totems to destroy them, but then you immediately say turning it back to a dull totem. So I don't understand. If you say killers can interact with boon totems to destroy them, turning them back into a dull totem. If it's destroyed, it can't turn into a dull totem. I don't understand, but if it's just a regular boon totem or the empowered totems turning into dull totems, I like it. But I also think it should be the empowered totems maybe turning back into a regular totem, because I understand being a killer and having constant boons just be popping up everywhere, especially in a gank squad. They can have 4 different totems up and enhance movement speed in all of them. That's going to be a nightmare to deal with. Once a totem has been destroyed in this way, it cannot be remade into a boon totem installed as outside of intervention from other perks or abilities. So, if the killer breaks the totem twice, which they're probably going to do, wait, I don't understand. So, if the totem is destroyed, then they cannot be remade into a boon totem. This is counter survivor, if I'm understanding this correctly. So you boon the totem. If the totem is destroyed, turned into a dull totem, it can't be booned again. That's literally what happens to totems regularly. So why is this perk based around something that already exists, or am I just missing something? So I guess this is all about the empowered boon totem, is what happens here. It's just specifically based around that, and everything else is the same. If you can decipher this, please let me know, but it seems like everything else happens normally. You just get the empowered boon totem off of this. Which an empowered boon totem, in my opinion, should have increased range, maybe, if it's not going to do anything else. So more range than a regular totem. However, it does need to get checked for gank squads and things like that, so they can't just go crazy with it and have a lot of movement speed everywhere on the map. Is my net down or the stream? It shows that I haven't lost any frames, so I don't know. At least as of now, I haven't lost any frames, not at this moment. I don't know. Stream's messing up, and I don't know why. I might just get through the rest of this and then end stream, because things aren't going too well. Something lagged. That's unfortunate. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get through the rest of this concept and then I'm gonna end stream for the day, and I just owe you one in the future. Also, my medicine is hitting me hard right now. I think I need to lay down and take a nap. I'm old. Um, Holder of the Tome. You are the holder of the Tome of Eternal Darkness. One of many in a long term of souls who dedicate themselves to preventing the return of the ancients. The tome grants greater power. Wait, what? The tome grants great power to its wielder, provided you have the will to claim it. Allows the tome of eternal darkness to spawn as an item in the trial. This is for every killer, by the way. Only one can spawn per trial. It can be found in any chest, not killer, survivor, with an increased chance to spawn in the basement. Decreases the movement speed penalty when channeling the tome and increases the durability of the tome. I'm not completely understanding this. If the tome increases the ability or the duration of the tome, oh my god. Rewind. If the tome itself increases the durability of the tome, why not just make the tome stronger in the beginning? And just make it one thing, decreases the movement speed penalty when channeling the tome. Like, am I crazy? Am I overthinking this? Like, I just don't understand why you have to channel the tome to increase the durability of the tome unless the tome itself slowly drains and then disappears. And it's something like you have to keep channeling it every once in a while. Also, what does this tome do? It just says decrease the movement speed penalty when channeling the tome. Oh, it tells you under it. Gotcha. Tome of Eternal Darkness. Again, why say holder of the tome and then put Tome of Eternal Darkness? Why not just add this in as part of this? But whatever. A good nap is always recommended, but insomnia people won't listen. Ah, say that with a baseball bat, they'll listen. I'm kidding. Twitch, YouTube, please don't take it serious. Do not knock somebody out or choke somebody out with insomnia. You gotta be gentle with them. Tome of Eternal Darkness, an ancient book bound in human skin. We call that the Necronomicon. It is fated to be found by those with the will to resist the ancients and is the primary tool for facing them. We call that the Necronomicon. While it has been weakened by the transition into the entity's world, it still provides great boons to those who manage to claim it. The Tome of Eternal Darkness is an item that can only be found through the use of the perk Holder of the Tome. Only one can spawn per trial with an increased chance of it spawning in the basement. Only problem is if it's part of a chest and a survivor opens up that chest. It needs to be clarified that you can research the chest and grab the tome, or the tome's just going to basically disappear, or make it to where any survivor can pick it up. Any of that. That's what we're basically going to be looking for in the future. Peanut butter jelly with the baseball bat. A gentle swing with a baseball bat. I got it. While any survivor can claim the tome, picking it up without. You just said that. Never mind. I'm just going to move on. Picking it up without the perk holder of the tome will result in the survivor needing to pass a difficult skill check. Being unable to pick up the tome on a fail and being unable to recharge for 15 seconds. Once the tome has been removed from the chest, it was found and any survivor can pick it up should it be dropped without incurring a skill check. Nice. The tome must be channeled in order to gain its benefit, which incurs a movement speed penalty to the survivor. It takes a short amount of time for the tome's power to come into effect. Again, what does this tome do? During this time, the movement speed penalty is applied, but the tome's protective abilities are not. Once the tome has been charged, it casts a protective spell around its wielder, surrounding them in a shell of purple magic, or the opposing color to the zealot's chosen artifact. Most of the zealot's artifacts do status effects, is the only issue. It does really no type of damage. Actually thinking about it, you have a tunnel killer that doesn't have any type of ranged attack, just status afflicting. And most of the powers and or status effect and the powers aren't that great. So thinking about it, killer needs to be tweaked a little bit, ever so slightly. Um, if you're going up against the zealot providing a number of benefits, the shell lasts for as long as the tome is challenged. However, this does slowly take away from the tome's durability. And what does this do if you're up against another killer that has status effect like the plague? While channeling the tome, the survivor aura is hidden from the killer. Additionally, if the survivor would be damaged while channeling the tome, the attack is blocked and the killer is temporarily stunned. So, free hit. I think if you're hit while using the tome, you should either drop it and the entity block it for like a minute or something, or the tome just breaks. Because the problem you're gonna have is you can just use the tome, then drop the tome, and somebody else can pick it up. Or imagine again 4 players channeling tomes and just switching tomes out to one another. Each of them could use each and every tome at least one time, effectively locking the game up, especially if it's just 3 people passing the tome. That's 3 hits worth sitting around somebody who's opening up an exit gate or something like that. And that's going to be a pain because you're going to have to destroy the shields in all of them 3 times. Then you're going to have to get enough hits to get through. And if they're all healthy, good God. I don't know if the tome does anything for any type of other status effects because it doesn't say. So if you use this perk and you're not going up against a zealot, you're kinda screwed and it's gonna be a waste of a perk slot. Legendary skin and new map, Roivus Mansion. Interesting. Writing this as I read through your concept. Oh, one thing we haven't did the check. Does this killer have gen pressure? No. The killer cannot get back and forth to gens quick enough for it to be relevant. Yes, you can get aura reading. Yes, you can get the oblivious status effect and things like that. That'll give you a slight advantage when going in the generators. But it does not have any generator pressure to get the gens quick enough to do anything. Does the killer have map pressure? No, not at all. The killer does not have map pressure. If anything, if you channel too far away, your channel's probably going to be done or wearing off to that fact by the time you get to killers. Does the killer have chase pressure? The killer could have chase pressure if you just do a little bit of tweaking to some of the concepts and all of that. Yes, the killer is a tunnel killer. So the killer can have a tremendous amount of chase pressure, but the concept's going to have to be tweaked to rely on chase pressure, and so the killer can effectively tunnel. Because, I mean, instead of using this killer, you could use Legion, Bubba, or some other type of killer. Even Plague would have more chase pressure than this particular killer. And I hate the Plague. Um, I like the power, but selecting one artifact at the start hinders the potential. Definitely, everybody said the same thing. I don't agree with using the doctor's the ability to switch abilities like the doctor or the plague. Gotcha. Mori sounds pretty cool. Indeed, perks are original, which is nice. Perks are original? What the hell? I've pointed out classic plague hate. I missed that. No. The name that shall not be mentioned. Not the plague. I'm telling you, I run into a plague and I'm just like, well, my med kit's useless. All of my healing perks useless. And I just feel a great sadness. Wonder if this is how it feels to be raped. Just being in prison, there's nothing you can do. Chick just puking all over you. Once you get vulnerable, just goes in for the clapping. Alright, maybe not raped. That's going a little bit too far. Perks are original, which is nice. Perks are not original. Perks are a whole bunch of different perks slammed together, and you have 1,122 perks, so I assume you play the game as well. Perks are not original. For Eternal Darkness, however, be more clear on how exactly the increased token will benefit individually. Interesting. Sanity's Requiem sounds like a weaker version of Vigil. You just said perks are original, and now you're saying that the perks are different. It's not Vigilance, it's Vigil. There you go. I can't unhook, touch Jen, or even breathe because I'm gonna be covered in vomit. Pretty much. And it's the worst when a survivor comes to you for a healing and then they barf on you and it's just like, bruh! Or they're getting to the gin and they're sick and then they infect you. Oh, man. Why did they have to make it break you? I mean, giving me like the hemorrhage status effect gives me more of a chance than just being broken the entire time. At least I can heal that, you know? No, I will not fall down the rabbit hole of plague hate. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. I started getting a headache as soon as I started talking about her. I got like, it gives me like this twitch. Survivor coming and vomit, touches Jen, then leaves. Yep. Like literally like my left eye is twitching. Oh my. Blood pressure's going up. Woo. And what's worse is when it's a new person.
Duplicitous.
Duplicitous. I love how it says deceitful, treacherous, duplicitous behavior. Like you can't use the word in a definition. Law. Containing more than one allegation. Duplicitous. 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 I gotta remember that word. Either way, we are coming to the end of the freezing. I didn't use both no words. One with a C. Well, actually, both of them start with a C. Duplicitous. Deceitful. Or two-faced. More importantly, two-faced. Duplicitous. Second word is obdurate. Unchanging. Stubborn in your opinion. Stubbornly refuse to change when opinions or course of action. Obdurate. Obdurate?
Obdurate.
Yep. It's another word that I need to add to my vocabulary. Obdurate and duplicitous. Alright, that is the end of the stream. I appreciate you stopping by, Galano. I also had two viewers. Somebody else was stopping by everyone or for a little bit. I appreciate you coming by too. And as always, supplement your lifestyle. Take care of yourself. Take care of others. And I will see you next time. I might just pass out. Peace. See ya.